9 years after its initial announcement, Dead Island 2 is real, and it's finally almost time for fans to get their hands on it. Here is everything you need to know about Dead Island 2. Dead Island 2 takes place in Los Angeles, California, aka not on an island like the title suggests. This version of LA, cleverly nicknamed Hell A by the game's developers, is brimming with undead creatures of all shapes and sizes. At the start of the game, you're making an attempt to escape the city by plane. Unfortunately, things don't go as planned and you end up right back in the condemned streets of LA, fighting your way through hordes of zombies, looking for fellow survivors. There are 6 playable characters, aka Slayers, for you to choose from, each with their own personality, voice lines, and starting stats. Jacob is a former London stockbroker turned Hollywood stuntman. His innate skills allow for a minor damage boost while attacking in quick succession, as well as a critical damage boost while his stamina is low. Clara is also into stunts, but specifically of the motorcycle variety. Her innate skills include a moderate toughness boost while her health is critical, and a minor damage boost when close to multiple zombies. Ryan is an exotic dancer, dressed as a fireman, on a mission to rescue his little brother who was left behind in Fresno, California before the outbreak. Ryan has only one innate skill that gives him a moderate force boost when trying to block or dodge to avoid an attack. Bruno is a hustler that pulled off heists before the zompocalypse began. His innate skills give him a moderate damage boost when attacking zombies from behind, and a boost to his agility and heavy attack charges when he avoids attacks with a block or dodge. Danny is a brawler from Ireland that wrecked roller derby teams before the outbreak. Her innate skills include Bloodlust, a generation of health when slaying multiple zombies in quick succession, and Thunderstruck, a forceful explosion of Danny's heavy attacks. Amy is described as a quick-witted Paralympian. Her innate skills give her stamina regeneration when hitting a zombie with a weapon throw, and a minor damage boost when Amy is attacking isolated zombies. Unfortunately, you can't swap characters on the same save file, but these differences could be a great incentive to replay the game 5 more times or mix in other characters with your co-op group. Dead Island 2 is a first-person, semi-open-world action RPG. Throughout the game, you'll explore iconic Los Angeles locations such as Venice Beach and Beverly Hills, but all these areas are stitched together by loading screens instead of being one big seamless world. In our preview for the game, Mark Delaney said, quote, "Sometimes the way these areas would snake around surrounded by unclimbable walls felt very restrictive, closer to a game as tightly set as BioShock rather than the original Dead Island's large hubs. While this is a much more linear game than its predecessors, there are many optional nooks in each area. I encountered many locked rooms, safes, and loot caches that would each require further investigating or even backtracking, some of which wasn't possible in my limited demo. But exploration is nothing if you have no way of surviving against the undead. In Dead Island 2, weapons come in different varieties. Headhunting weapons provide blunt force, maiming weapons are slow and remove limbs, and frenzy weapons allow for fast slashing and dashing. But Dead Island 2 doesn't just limit you to only melee combat. There are a variety of guns and opportunities for environmental kills as well, from sparking a gas leak with a homemade electrified weapon to kicking them into a pool full of military-grade poisonous sludge that causes their skin to melt off like ice cream in the sun. Mark described his experience in our preview and said, quote, "Combining my modded weapons, throwables like bait and pipe bombs, and things lying around such as gas canisters and would-be electrical hazards helps to keep the combat interesting, and it's all made better by being tougher than I expected." Instead of a traditional skill tree, Dead Island 2 features skill cards. Not to be confused with the card system in Back 4 Blood, these collectible items can be scavenged off the body of zombies, found in hidden locations all over LA, or gained from simply leveling up. But they aren't just to look at. Skill cards can be equipped to grant you special abilities and gain the upper hand in combat. There's a dodge and a block card that each, if timed well, can stun enemies and help you regain your stamina. A Warcry card can weaken nearby enemies and boost the toughness of you and your squad. There's no mention of how many skill cards are in the game, but the good news is a majority of them can be used by all 6 of the game's playable characters. What makes this system even more exciting is that the abilities of the cards in your deck can be combined for some pretty cool results. Just like in the first game in the series, Dead Island 2 will feature drop-in, drop-out co-op. The game will let you and 2 of your friends team up to take down zombies together. Unfortunately, for the gamers that love to hang out on the couch with their friends, Dead Island 2 will not support split-screen co-op. Dead Island 2 is being developed by Dambuster Studios and published by Deep Silver. The game was announced 9 years ago, disappeared for long periods of time, and changed developers more than once. In the beginning, DI2 started development with Jaeger, as the original Dead Island 1 studio, Techland, had moved on to begin working on Dying Light. The Polish studio later revealed it was not making Dead Island 2 due to what one Techland developer described as, quote, a lot of moments where we would disagree on creative vision of the project with publisher Deep Silver. In 2016, it was announced that Sumo Digital was taking over development, but after the game went dark for a couple years, many believe the project was quietly cancelled. Fast forward to 2019, and THQ Nordic confirmed again that Dead Island 2 was in production from its third studio in the lead spot, Dambuster Studios, co-creators of Homefront Revolution. THQ Nordic's sibling company, Koch Media, today known as PlayOn, suggested that the game's long development cycle was a good thing actually. The company's CEO said, quote, it's a testimony of our dedication to getting it right. Dead Island 2 will be available for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC via the Epic Games Store on April 21st, 2023. There will be 3 versions of the game for fans to choose from: Standard, Deluxe, and Gold Edition. The Standard Edition will cost $60 USD on PC and $70 USD on console. It comes with the base game and the Memories of Benoit pack as a pre-order bonus. The Deluxe Edition will cost you $65 USD on PC, $75 USD on console. This version comes with the same stuff as the Standard, in addition to the Gold Weapons pack and Character Pack 1 and 2. The Gold Edition will run you $80 USD on PC and $90 on console. It comes with everything from the Standard and Deluxe, as well as the Pulp Weapons pack and Expansion Pass. And there you have it, everything you need to know about Dead Island 2. For more on the game, including guides and our review, keep it locked to GameSpot.